Hare Krishna, dear devotees. My name is Gopal Gaur Guru Das. I have been chanting Hare Krishna for the past 20 years and trying to serve in Srila Prabhupada's wonderful ISKCON movement. As I was chanting the holy names today morning, I suddenly remembered a very wonderful story, short story that His Holiness Sachinandana Swami Maharaj had written about, and I had read about it many years ago. As I recollect this story, I find it very relevant to our chanting of the holy names, which is our main spiritual practice. The story is not directly Krishna conscious, but then it has got tremendous implications in our chanting and in our spiritual lives. So here goes the story. Once there were two friends who were working together and living together in the wonderful, huge city of New York. On one weekend, as they were walking along the sidewalk, in the midst of heavy, busy New York traffic, which was filled with honking and the starting and stopping of cars, one of the friends suddenly told the other, "Hey, listen carefully. I'm able to hear the sound of crickets here." So the other friend said, "Crickets? I can't hear them." The first friend said, "Sure enough, I can hear them and I can take you to where they are. Come on." So then off they went away from the road, they went to a garden which was nearby, they went right through into thick bushes that were in the middle of the garden, and sure enough, they could hear more and more clearly the sound of crickets. You would all have heard the sound of crickets. They are small insects which make these high-pitched, high-frequency sounds, especially at night, and you can hear them a lot in the villages and in the fields. So the other friend was amazed. "Come on, man, how could you hear that kind of thing while we were at the sidewalk in the middle of such honking and crying?" So the friend said, "It's all a question of emotional connect. You see, I was born and brought up in a village, and ever since my childhood, I have been hearing the sound of crickets, and therefore, now I'm so trained, I'm so emotionally connected to these sounds that wherever I am, regardless of whatever be the ambience, I can recognize the sound of crickets." Seeing that the other friend was not so convinced, the first friend said, "Okay, let me demonstrate it right now so that you be convinced." And he took a couple of coins, currency coins from his pocket, and dropped them down onto the sidewalk. Hearing the sound of coins falling, all the people on the sidewalk who were busy walking here and there, thinking just about themselves and their works, just stopped, froze for a moment. They all looked at their pockets to see whether it was their coins that had fallen down. So the friend said, "You see, this is emotional connect. If you have an emotional connect with money, you will be able to hear it regardless of whatever is in the ambience. Similarly, if you have an emotional connect with crickets, you can hear them regardless of whatever else is going on. And dear Prabhus and Matajis, the same way, if we have an emotional connect with the chanting of the holy names, then regardless of whatever else goes on around or whatever else goes on even within our minds, we will have the ability to listen to the holy names. Unfortunately, unlike that friend who was born and brought up hearing crickets, most of us may not have been born and brought up while in the association of devotees chanting the holy names since childhood. Except for a few rare souls, many of us came to Krishna consciousness in our 20s or 30s or perhaps even later. But that does not matter. It's not late even now. We can build that emotional connection with the holy names by hearing the glories of the holy names very regularly. And as you know, Srila Prabhupada's books are full of descriptions of the glories of the holy name and also descriptions of devotees who are glorious because they chant these glorious holy names. So if we can include this practice of studying Srila Prabhupada's books, especially in regard to the glories of the holy name, as a regular practice, slowly but surely we can develop that emotional connect with the holy names, and very soon, like the friend who was able to receive the sounds of cricket even though he is far away, we also will be surely able to hear the sound, the beautiful sound of Krishna's holy names, when we develop more and more emotional connect with the names by study of Srila Prabhupada's books and by associating with devotees who already have developed this taste for chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna. I hope this message was inspiring to you, and I really pray sincerely that this small story would help you in improving your chanting in the coming days. And if you like this message, I would request you to please like this video and also share it with a few souls who might also find this useful. Thank you so much for your time and wish you happy chanting. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.